Que signifie pleurer une sœur? What does it mean to grieve a sister, a sibling? To hold their absence like a second skin? How does one sit with the heart broken wide open? How do you carry the weight of a sister's absence when her memory is both a wound and a guide? Grief, then, does not come in stages. It is not a storm to weather, but an ocean to enter. It is fluid, its waves pulling you under, transforming you until you emerge not whole, but remade. Porter leur absence comme une seconde peau. Comment s'asseoir avec un cœur grand ouvert? Comment porter le poids de l'absence d'une sœur quand sa mémoire est à la fois une blessure et un guide? Le deuil alors ne vient pas en étapes. Il n'est pas une tempête à affronter, mais un océan à traverser. Il est fluide, ces vagues vous tirent sous l'eau, jusqu'à que vous émergiez, non pas entier, mais refait. On February 24th, 2024, my sister Lou Onaisa Swag transitioned beyond her physical form, leaving ashes and thick Peruvian Algerian hair in my hands. And now, how do I honor her? How do I show acceptance that my life will never be the same? How do I honor the transformation of life itself? How? Researching my Peruvian heritage, I discovered rituals involving hair. Ceremonies where newborn's hair is braided, cut, and blessed by loved ones. This ritual resonated with me. I believe grief has a way of stripping you bare, like a newborn, vulnerable, fragile, unfamiliar with yourself. In the depth of loss, I feel as though I've been born again. A blank slate without the language of comfort or ease. Like a child, I'm learning to navigate the world anew, to feel again without the armor I once wore, to see the familiar with fresh eyes that have witnessed both love and devastation. Le deuil a une manière de vous dépouiller. Comme un nouveau-né, vulnérable, fragile, inconnu à vous-même. Dans les profondeurs de la perte, j'ai l'impression d'être né à nouveau. C'est une page blanche, sans le langage du réconfort ou de la facilité. Comme un enfant, j'apprends à naviguer, à traverser le monde, à ressentir à nouveau, sans l'armure que j'ai portée toute ma vie. À voir l'habituel avec des yeux neufs. Des yeux qui ont été témoins de l'amour et de la dévastation. In the space of grief, I created my own death ceremony, weaving 22 braids to honor Lou's 22 years. Each braid is a reflection of her at every age, her smile, her laugh, her spirit still vivid in my heart. Cutting these braids became an act of grieving, an offering, a cyclical remembrance. Each braid a carrier of love, hope, and memory. My hair then transferred into biomaterials. It will be spun into thread, entwined with Lou's hair, a fusion of her stories woven into my practice. This act echoes the Chiribaya people of ancient Peru who wove human hair into textiles. It is a testament to the resilience and beauty that can emerge from sorrow and the threads of connection that bind us beyond life. In our society, grief is often pushed to the margins, expected to be private, quiet, and brief. There is no space to grieve and mourn openly, to let the enormity of loss reshape us in a way that is visible. I hope to create a space of time where life and death coexist and nourish each other, where madness, anger, and sadness are sacred. I ask, can screaming become prayer? Grief deserves space, time, and acknowledgement. It is a rejection of silence and an act of defiance against societal norms that stifle mourning. Grief is how the soul can metabolize history, and what was silenced must be heard. I feel that death reminds you that time is not linear, time is layered, where life and death meet continuously in an infinite process of being and ceasing to be. The beginning is reflected in the end, like rotten regeneration, deconstruction and renewal, fruiting and decomposing. So then, grief is not my undoing, it is my teacher, a force that reshapes me. Through these acts of braiding, cutting, weaving, I hold her close. Her story, my story bound together. In death, she continues, not gone, but transformed, weaving her memory into the fabric of my being and into everything that I create. Le deuil n'est pas ma destruction, c'est mon enseignement, une force qui me redéfinit. À travers ces actes de tresser, couper, tisser, je la garde près de moi, son histoire, mon histoire, liées ensemble. Dans la mort, elle continue, non pas disparue, mais transformée. Tissons sa mémoire dans le tissu de mon être et dans tout ce que je crée. Can grief refuse the tidy compartments we give it, flowing instead like water, shifting fluid unbound? A current that carries me in this moment, not away but near. I feel as this act was a way of creating together, beyond form, beyond time, beyond loss. So then I ask again, what does it mean to grieve a sister? Maybe it means carrying her in every breath, to let her memory take root within me, grounding me in love, even if it breaks me open to change. This makes me feel as though she is not lost and she is ever present in the air I breathe, the ground I touch, the soil, the clay. This documentation maybe is about the quiet moments where grief becomes grace. Through these acts, I give her form again, a life that transcends time and place, boundless and infinite. This is for you, Lou. J'ai l'impression que nous créons ensemble, au-delà de la forme, au-delà du temps, au-delà de la perte. Je me pose à nouveau la question, que signifie pleurer une sœur? Peut-être que cela signifie apporter dans chaque souffle, laisser sa mémoire prendre racine en moi, même si cela m'ouvre à la transformation. Elle n'est pas perdue, elle n'est toujours présente. Dans l'air que je respire, le sol que je touche, la terre. Et cette documentation parle de les moments silencieux où le deuil devient grâce. À travers ces actes, une vie qui transcende le temps et l'espace, sans limite et infini. C'est pour toi, Lou. My hair was spun with blues into thread and then corded. I want to open conversations between all ancestors, the elders and the young. They teach me about ancient knowledge about the earth, where I think we need to foster beyond art making, but in our everyday lives. It is entangled in processes of continued morphological change through living, dying, and transformation. This ceremony and ritual is also a response to being separated from my ancestors and the peoples of Peru and Algeria. In a way, I feel like I am beginning to reclaim my indigeneity through ceremony. My sister's passing has led me to seeking out ancestral wisdom wherever I go. A call to a kind of remembering. Her passing has led me to listen to the trembles of the soil, to weep with the trees, to trace elders' footsteps, countermap my life. I think maybe she is leading me home. I now carry the grief and the knowing. And I do this one braid at a time, one thread at a time, one movement at a time.